must be a man who keeps your promises, a man who keeps your word, a man who keeps your commitments. Are you the one who accepts responsibility for everything that you say you're going to do? And are you the man who is responsible in your world? Are you responsible financially? Are you responsible relationally? Are you responsible in your communication? Are you responsible in doing around the house or whatever it is that you say you're going to do with the children? Whatever it is you say you're going to do you keep your promises? Do you keep your word? Can she trust you that when you say you're going to do something, you do it? When was the last time you told your wife you're going to do something, you didn't do it? I mean, it can be something as simple as taking out the trash. You make an agreement, like I'm gonna take out the trash. Now, in a marriage, yes, somebody's gonna have to take out the trash. And until you have a child that's old enough to take out the trash for you, the husband is probably gonna be the designated trash taker-outer. Okay, now if it's not in your relationship, that's fine. But I'll just use this as an example. If you're the one who's supposed to take out the trash, but she has to remind you 3 or 4 times every time to take out the freaking trash, she loses respect for you. Because she's like, can you not just be responsible enough to actually take out the trash or pick up your laundry and your dirty clothes and not leave them laying on the floor? Can you put them in the dirty clothes hamper, please? Even these little things like this is you show her consideration by doing what you say you're going to do, by not making her remind you 3 times before you do it or 7 times before you do it. Every time she has to remind you of something you said you're going to do and you don't do it, she loses respect. It's like a strike against you. It's like a deposit there was a book called His Needs, Her Needs years ago that was written. It's a great book on relationships, and he talks about having a love bank. And every time you do something you say you're going to do, it's like making a love deposit, a love token into your bank account, into the love bank account. And as long as and every time you do something good, every time you do something that you say you're going to do, you make a deposit into the love bank, and that love bank needs to stay full. Every time you don't do what you say you're going to do, or you make a mistake, it's a withdrawal. You lose a token in the love bank account. You need to keep that love bank account full. Every time you do something you say you're going to do, you add to that bank account of love. And I'm going to say you also add to the bank account of respect. But every time you don't do what you say you're going to do, there's a withdrawal. And if you get enough withdrawals and you're not putting deposits in by doing what you say, and you're not doing what you say, you're making withdrawals over and over again, pretty soon the bank account of respect runs dry. And she's not attracted to you. She doesn't feel safe with you. She doesn't want you to touch her. And if you're sitting here listening to this and you're like, I felt that. I've experienced that. Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why. So number 1 secret of respect is be a promise keeper. So promise keeper, number 1. Number 2 is purpose. Are you a man who has a definite major purpose in his life? Are you driven? There is nothing more powerful than a man with a mission, than a man who has a clear sense of his purpose in life and his mission in life, and it's got to be something big. The bigger, the better. A man who has a sense of destiny, a man who has a sense of that he is called to do something great and he is pursuing greatness is very powerful and very attractive to a woman. It's also attractive to other men. I mean, just in terms of friendship and respect in community, in friendships, in friend circles, that men look up to a man who has a clear purpose, that he's making a difference in the world, he's adding value to the world, and he's on fire for that mission in his life. Are you a man with a purpose? A man with a mission. It doesn't matter what it is. Most of the time it's going to be career path, because that is also leads to one of the other keys of respect, which is being a provider. But having a purpose, a woman wants a man who knows where he's going. She does not want a man who is missionless and directionless, and he's just like drifting along in the ocean of life, and whatever circumstances happen, he's all over the place. And he doesn't know where he's going, doesn't know why he exists. She doesn't feel secure with a man who doesn't have a purpose in his life. Now, just as a warning, if you make the woman your purpose, and guys do this when they get into the dating game. Men who are like, I don't want to be alone. I got to find another woman. And a lot of guys do this in rebound relationships. Their heart gets broken. They're alone. They don't like being alone. They're used to having a woman. They want a woman by their side. I did it because I wanted a woman because it validated me. If I had a woman, if I had somebody who loved me, then it made me feel like a man. I'm like, see, I'm worthy, and I feel worthy because she loves me. So I would make the woman, I did this all the way back in high school when I was dating, is I would get obsessed with, getting this girl's affection and getting her to go with me. And she became like my life's mission. It didn't matter what else was going on. If she liked me, everything was good. But the moment she pulled away, or if she didn't like me or didn't want to spend time with me or didn't want to hold my hand, then I became pouty and insecure, and she became my purpose. And guys, I'm telling you, that will ruin a relationship. Dr. Robert Glover, in his book, Dating Essentials for Men, talks about that a woman wants a man who has a purpose in his life. And he said, she needs to be the icing on your cake, not the cake. That your purpose in your life has to be the cake. This is your purpose in life, and she wants to be the icing on the cake because she can support that. And you can want her and love her and enjoy her, but she's not the main purpose in your life. Because if she's the main purpose in your life, you become needy. It means I need her to like me. I need her to be close to me. I need her affection and her love, or I feel like down in the dumps. And she's like, he depends on me. And a woman is not attracted to a man who is needy. A woman is not attracted to a man who needs her. Now, I get it. It sounds great in romance novels and in movies, like in the movie with Tom Cruise years ago. What was the name of the movie? I can't remember. Show Me the Money. But he's talking to Renee Zellweger, whatever her name is, and he's saying, you complete me. Now, it sounds romantic, but a woman does not want a man who needs her in order for him to be whole. So you have to be a man who is whole, a man with a purpose. Number 3, the third secret to respect is you must be powerful. You must be a man who is powerful in your own right. And what that means is you need to be a man who's a leader. Be someone that she can look up to. Be a man who can stand up for yourself, a man who can stand up to the world, a man who can stand for his values, and frankly, a man who can stand up to her. If you spend all your time trying to make a woman happy, and buy into this BS line, happy wife, happy life, you're not trying to make her happy all the time. She's like, you can't even stand up to me. And what happens is you start acting in the relationship like a peasant, bowing the knee, bowing the knee, bowing the knee. This is another reason that a lot of men struggle with this, because we've been raised to bow the knee. We've been raised that you're supposed to make everybody else happy. And this fear of other people's opinions, fear of other people's approval, is like, I need their approval. And you become weak. You become like a peasant, always bowing the knee to make everybody else happy. You need to be a man of power who is clear about what you want, clear about your purpose, and you can stand up for yourself, and you can stand up to the world, and you can't be controlled. You can't be controlled. Your wife doesn't want to control you. Okay, now if you're sitting there going like, man, well, you don't know my wife. She tries to control me and tries to tell me what to do all the time. Well, here's the reason. The reason that your woman tries to control you is because she doesn't feel safe. And she doesn't feel like that if she just lets you go as a man, that you're going to take care of her and you're going to do what needs to be done and be responsible. She doesn't feel that in you. When she doesn't feel safe because you're irresponsible and you say you're going to do stuff and you don't do it, she is not going to respect you. She wants somebody who can stand up under pressure, who can thrive under pressure, who is powerful in the face of adversity. You, my friend, must be that man. Now, and number 4. So the fourth secret of respect is you've got to be principled. Are you a man who is principled, meaning that you are true to yourself, that you are true to your values, you are true to your own judgment, you trust yourself, you trust your own judgment, that you have honor in the way you show up, that you have honor in the way you treat other people, that you have honor in the way you make decisions, and you are consistent. You are brave and you are responsible. Are you a man of principle, or are you a man who's just wishy-washy and you flip-flop and you just go along to get along, and if she doesn't like something, then you decide you don't like it either? And if you want to go do something, but she didn't want to do it, so you're like, oh, well, I really don't want to do it anyway. You got to be a man who is principled enough to say, I want to do this. This is who I am. This is what's important to me. And be true to yourself. A man of principle, a man of values, because that she can get behind it. Now, if your principles and her principles don't align, guess what? You're probably not going to have a great relationship. She's probably not the one for you because your principles, your values are not compatible. But the one thing that a woman cannot stand is a man who does not have principles. And again, he's bowing the knee, trying to make her happy. So you must be a man who is principled and can be true to your principles. If you enjoyed this video and want to watch another one, you can click right here. If you want to see the entire podcast, click right here.